All right, funny boy. The draft, as Satin mentioned, Tyler Stephenson, the first pick. Now there was talk that Stephenson could have gone #1 overall. Arizona was right on him.
When I read about him, they said that he was last year. He was a pitcher too. I don't know if he did both, but he had a 90-mile-an-hour fastball and a hard slider. And then they thought he would be more valuable or more useful when he went to the pros as a catcher, so he switched.
So he's a big guy.
That's a red flag for the ball going back to the pitcher on his tossbacks. But the only problem with him is he's a high school kid, which means he's probably, what, 3 years away, maybe 4 years away, but still.
Catcher,
yes. Right. Look at Mesoraco, was a hot mess his first couple of years in the minors. But they go Stevenson, 1 overall with the catcher. Which I think is good. They get a shortstop, which, I mean, I don't know. I think in any draft, once you get past the 3rd or 4th round, most of these kids, you know, they could be anywhere in 3 or 4 years. But Stevenson looks like he can't miss. And from what I read about Rainey, the right-handed pitcher they got from West Alabama, he probably went lower than he should have. So those are two. There's a quality pick there later in the draft. But there's like 40 rounds in this thing, isn't it?
It's crazy. I mean, it's such a total crapshoot when you look at the draft. I mean, we won't know for years whether this was a good draft or not. No. You know, and I did see some great things about Stevenson. I also saw some
Did you see
data.
The bat flip in that game?
Bat flip.
You watched it.
Now, that's the guy that I want. This is awesome.
What's going on here?
It was in the high school playoffs, and they had walked him 3 times before that. Play it one more time. So finally they pitched to him, and he goes yard, and he just tosses the bat like
it never comes down. Like he just threw it to the moon.
It goes over the outfield wall.
You know, the thing about that game is it's awesome. Is so he came to the plate 5 times in that game. They intentionally walked him 3 times. The other 2 at bats, he hit home runs.
Right. Oh, that's sweet.
I mean, that's when you are a Barry Bond, big time.
Hey, Joey Votto with 3. Come on now, that was big. Here we go.
But don't you think in baseball it's the hardest of all the sports to project?
Oh, it totally is, and that's why people don't care about the baseball draft as much as they do the NBA and NFL, and that's why you don't draft for specific needs. I mean, they drafted a catcher when they have Mesoraco. Of course, by the time this guy's ready, Mesoraco will probably be moved to a different position or a different team because he'll have gotten too expensive. But
of course, they also drafted Yonder Alonso the year after Joey Votto came up, and they were both position stuck. So sometimes they do stupid stuff too.
But I would have loved to see like 4 catchers going. The 1, 2, 3, 4.
But again, I think you just go in the baseball draft. It's such a crapshoot that you just take the best available talent and then just see what happens. And I think when they drafted Alonso, they thought that there was a chance that they'd put him at first and move Votto to left field. Right. And then Votto turned himself into a pretty good defensive first baseman.
Yeah, well, he made a great
play the other night.